Hello my friends, Cassandra here, also known as the Prosperous Heart, and forgive me if I don't look at you right now, but I'm doing my best to be safe. So I had a message to share with you today, and I hope you can hear it, so make sure the sound is up, that there's no X on the bottom of this video, and make sure you can hear me. Because I'm coming at you today with a message about tolerance and language. Now, I read an article today about a gentleman who murdered 3 people because one of them was speaking Spanish, which was their native tongue, to their son, their 18-year-old son. And this person decided that because this other person was speaking a foreign language that was Spanish in a mostly English-speaking country, that this person needed to die. Not just leave this person's presence, but die. Like, as in never come back, never get to hug his son again, never have his son enjoy the time that he would be able to spend with his father. So this person decided that, like I said, that this person needed to die. And, you know, I used to think, you know, if you were going to move to a country, first of all, don't do it illegally. And if you have to do it illegally, work your butt off to become a legal citizen, right? You know, you're coming to a country that's accepting you and whatever. Anyway, that's political. So I've used to have that mentality that if you're going to go into a country, that you should know their language, you know, at least enough to get by, right? Because you can learn the rest later. But after hearing this story, I think I'm going to add a caveat to that. In that, you know, while people should be speaking the native tongue of the country, that anyone who wants to speak other languages, obviously it should be okay, but, you know, the people who live there should also learn that language, because then that's another way to communicate, right? It's a way to... First of all, when you learn new languages, your brain does incredible things. You know, it creates new connections, the elasticity becomes better. A lot of great things happen when you learn other languages. It stimulates the creativity in your mind. It does so many positive benefits. Why would you shut yourself off to something like that, right? Why would you, sorry, I gotta go. Why would you want to eliminate another culture, another language, another race, another sex, which would be totally ludicrous because then we wouldn't be able to populate. But I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. You know, what is the point in keeping any person of any background down or dead because you disagree with them? You know, this world is crazy enough as it is without people believing that there should only be one way and one language and one type of person and one type of sexual preference and one type of any choice out there. You know, America is supposed to be the land of the free and land of choices. Your ability to make a choice for yourself, for your family, for your protection, you know, even for your government. But people are so scared these days, and they listen to people who are supposed to be these leaders and these heroes who are telling them, you know, and I read this online, I don't know how truthful this is, I have not snoped it yet, but, you know, Trump supposedly said that, either encouraged or said something along the lines of, you know, be physical with people who are against us and I'll pay your legal fees. Now, that's a synopsis of what I read, but if that's true, that is purely to incite madness in people. Crazy talk. You know, that is how wars are waged. There's no reason to be violent because you disagree about something. You know, because you don't believe in something or somebody. That's ludicrous. But people have this doctrine, this mental doctrine of what they've heard about and the people they've hung around, right? You know, unless you start thinking for yourself and asking more questions and better questions and, you know, being around people who push you, who not push you like in a negative way, but like who build you up, who help you to become better and stronger and just a better person, right? if you don't do that, how are you possibly going to know the real truth of the world? Your truth is defined by what you believe and what you experience and who you hang around with. So I ask you, my friends, what is your truth today? All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Cassandra, also known as the Prosperous Heart. Please be sure to like this video or share it if you think someone should hear it today, and definitely connect with me. My passion is in helping people achieve time and financial freedom through any means necessary, and I personally believe the best way to do that is to learn how to utilize online marketing and social media strategies to build your business. And if you don't have a business, I can help you find one, because I know quite a few that are affordable and work. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!